Good afternoon and good evening to you all. Welcome to the last edition of the week of the Full 100. It is Friday the 11th of December and it's another weekend and we're basically 2 weeks away from Christmas. It's crazy. It is 2 weeks, right? Right, 14th, yeah. We're literally 2 weeks away from Christmas, guys. Exactly 2 weeks today. So Christmas is on a Friday. Guys, listen, I've got a great show for you guys today. Couple of warnings, new laws that have just come in, warning on allergy on the vaccine and an update on the Millwall racist booing row, which we covered earlier in the week. So guys, without further ado, let's just get down to today's show. Let me start with the allergy warning because this is very, very important and it's quite crucial that I bring this information to you guys, right? So basically what it is, and listen, like I said, even though I bring you guys information on the vaccine, even though I'm going to be taking the vaccine myself, when I talk about the vaccine or I bring you this news or that news, it's really just to keep you informed so you can make your own decision. I'm keeping well informed, hence I can make my own decisions. And I found out about this and I think you should also know about this because there might be people with allergy who don't watch the news and would have missed this actual bit of information, okay? So basically what it is, two nurses, they're vaccinating the elderly in nursing homes as well as frontline workers first off. So two nurses got vaccinated, but these two nurses had allergy that they've suffered with. When they say allergy, their allergy is on another level. So basically anything you hit them with, they're allergic to loads of food, loads of medication. These things happen in people. Anyway, these two nurses suffer from serious allergies. No one told them basically that it might harm them. So they've had the vaccine and within 10-15 minutes they were in crisis. The good thing is they had their allergy medication, which they carry with them all the time because of the seriousness of the allergies that they suffer. So they used that immediately on the spot. Then they got them to hospital, and by the end of the day, they were discharged from hospital. They were fine. So then the government's now put out a warning that anyone who's got serious allergies should not take the PFIZER vaccine. Okay? Anyone who's got serious allergies, do not take the PFIZER BIONTECH vaccine. That's the warning, and I'm issuing the same warning to you guys. So take a quick look at the video that brings this all together for you. I'll see you on the other side.
About two of the people who received the vaccine. Here's the press release. As is common with new vaccines, the MHRA, that's the agency, have advised on a precautionary basis that people with a significant history of allergic reactions do not receive this vaccine after two people with a history of significant allergic reactions responded adversely yesterday. And just to be clear, Sanjay, this doesn't mean the allergies that I'm suffering, the morning allergies that I'm suffering that can be fixed with an allergy pill. This is different. So what are they telling us?
Yeah, so this is interesting, and I think it's going to certainly dictate the response as we roll out this vaccine around the world. They specifically said that people with a severe allergic reaction to medicines, foods, or previous vaccines shouldn't take this vaccine. This may be the sort of guidance that it sort of evolves over time. They're obviously being cautious. What we don't know for certain is what exactly the people who had this allergic reaction to, what they were reacting to within the vaccine. It's a different sort of vaccine. So was it something that was actually used to make the vaccine? Was it how it was stored in some way? I'm sure that's going to be an area of investigation.
Welcome back, guys. Listen, as they said, it's if you've got like mild allergy, they're not really talking to you. They're talking to those who have serious daily issues with allergy, like that can actually kill them. But then again, you see they survive. So that to me is a tick on the box. However, it goes to show as well, because I'll tell you the pros and I'll also tell you the cons. It also goes to show as well the speed at which this was done. They definitely would have tested those people if we had 3 years to prepare this or 4 years to prepare it. Yes, there is a downside to the speed, but the speed was necessary. I have to say that. But now you know, guys, we don't know if the same applies. That's why it's quite important to understand that that's the PFIZER and BioNTech vaccine, because the same thing might not happen with every one of those vaccines. So we have to watch each on their own merit. So I'm going to go over to this next story now, guys. Are you legal in the UK? You are? Well, they've got a new rule now. A new law just kicked in, and some councils are fighting it. The new law is, if you're caught sleeping rough, so if you're a resident in this country your whole life, they won't deport a British citizen, of course, but if you're a resident in this country, but you're legal in this country, but you're not a British citizen, if you're found sleeping homeless on the street, a new law just came in now to deport you. You couldn't make this up. While we're here trying to get reparation, while we're here trying to ask for equality, while we're here trying to get systemic racism out of the system, they're bringing a systemically racist law into place. So instead of helping these people get a home, they're legal here. This is people who might have worked their whole life, paid taxes, maybe had a divorce, had some bad, maybe a mental health crisis situation, which then multiplied and led them to where they're at. Instead of making a law to say, let's not let no one be homeless in the UK, the 6th or so largest economy. Instead of that, they made a law to deport you if you're seen sleeping homeless. Take a look at this and understand how huge our fight is, guys. Take a look.
Some London councils are defying new immigration rules which make rough sleeping grounds for deportation. The new rules, which Lewisham and Southwark councils have labelled cruel and inhumane, came into force at the start of December. The Home Office can now deport non-UK citizens who have a legal right to stay in the UK if they end up sleeping on the street. It says this is a last resort measure and individuals are first asked to leave voluntarily with government support.
Welcome back, guys. This is why voting is so important. All of you that say, what's the point voting? There's no difference between them. It's BS, guys. No Labour government will bring in a law like that. None. I promise you. Yeah? They can be as bad as each other on certain things. But when it comes to humanity issues like this, you can stake your house, your life, on a centre-left or left-leaning government than a right-wing, cruel, lack of empathy type of set of people. I've never seen a set of people so evil. In the middle of a pandemic, this is the sort of genius idea. I mean, you can imagine the minister, Priti Patel, because she's the Home Secretary. Maybe one of her staff brought it up. Maybe she brought it up. I don't know who brought it up, but you can imagine the meeting, right? I've got a new idea. I've got an initiative. What is it? What is it, Jacob? What is it? I think we can get our immigration numbers down if we start deporting the homeless who aren't British. Oh, high five. High five. Why didn't I think of that myself? I can picture it. Only a right wing. Guys, voting matters. Please understand that. Voting flipping matters, guys. I want to go to my second to last video now. Before the headlines, and then I got a video for the headlines as well. Guys, remember Monday we went to challenge the Millwall booers, and anyone who saw my interview with Street Mike, and we've also sent out a press release to Associated Press and members of the press, which we did on Wednesday, regarding our initiative Stop January, which is pushing for professional sports people to boycott sports, all professional sports, in the month of January, to apply pressure on them to take up our race offenders register. Well, after my interview, 24 hours after my interview, at which I made a serious point, when are we going to see managers start walking their whole team off the pitch? You want to boo and make monkey chants, make it to an empty pitch. We're not here to entertain you while you make monkey chants, and you're the monkey, right? When are they going to start walking off the pitch? I said that on the Monday. Guess what happens on Tuesday? Take a look.
The here was suspended after an alleged racist incident. Both sets of players decided to walk off the pitch in apparent protest after a match official made an alleged racist comment towards an Istanbul assistant coach. Here's how that coach reacted.
Guy. You never say this white guy. You say this guy. So why when you mention me, listen to me. Why when you mention a black guy, you have to say this black guy? Say, but
The remaining minutes of the match will be played on Wednesday, but with different officials. UEFA says there will be an investigation.
I was so chuffed. I mean, I sent a clip of that to Street Mike. I said, look at that. 24 hours after I said those words. And the first time that's ever happened in football, 24 hours after we made that comment. So I'm hoping some footballers saw that comment, and I hope that we start seeing a lot more of this. But you know what's different about that incident? The fourth official was who uttered the racist comment. The fourth official. So you got the referee, you got the two linesmen, and you got the fourth official. Him, part of the refereeing team, was who made that comment. And that clip was a little bit misleading. The guy who was actually challenging the fourth official guy was Demba Ba, who used to play for Chelsea. It wasn't him the comment was made at. It was made towards an African guy who's an ex-footballer who's now part of the coaching team of the Turkish side. Okay, so the comment was made to him. He got mad, and then they gave him a red card as well to get him off the pitch. So the team said, "What? First you insult the guy. Now we're challenging you, or he's upset with you and challenging you. Then you want to give him a red card to get him off the pitch, off the line." So big applause to both teams, and I hope that is now a format to teach these idiots until we get the race offenders registry and we get laws in. Let this be the way that they deal with these monkeys and these uncivilized idiots at football matches or any other sports where we get racism. Now, guys, over to my last video now, which is the headlines. Mate, I've got to give you guys a little background to this. Let me see how much time I've got. I really have to give you guys. Listen, in 2016, when Trump was running for presidency, against Hillary Clinton, they got the primaries. I've described it a lot of times. You got the primaries where people within the same political party fight each other to be nominated the one to go up against the other person from the other party. So when this was going on the primaries, Ted Cruz, a senator, Cuban American, his dad came from Cuba. He was running against Trump, and when Trump lost Texas, when they were doing the primaries, they do it state by state because he's a Texas senator, so he won Texas. But coming up to the Texas, what he was doing every time there was a candidate, if that was your state, if you're a senator from that state and it's your turn, you expect to win your state. But Trump was trying to bamboozle the whole states and trying to win. Anyway, cut story short, he came up with some conspiracy theories against this guy's dad. This guy's dad escaped the Cuban regime at the time, Fidel Castro, and escaped to the US, and then had his children in the US, which is Ted Cruz. Donald Trump in 2016 said that Ted Cruz's father was a spy for Fidel Castro. He basically came up with some crazy ass conspiracy theories. Some of the stuff he said, I was like, is it true? Is that true? Oh my God, that's until 24, 48 hours later when they fact checked everything. And it was so sad that this guy was making up these stories about people. Ted Cruz hated this guy because he called Ted Cruz's wife ugly. The whole shebang. Anyway, Trump wins the nomination, wins the election by beating Hillary. And Ted Cruz goes back to his Senate seat. During these last 4 years, for some reason, these guys have taken pills. Now, the reason I'm showing you this video is that Trump has run out. He's like 56-0-1 at this point. He's run out of everything. Anyway, there's some crazy ass case coming up now, which is diabolical. It's not even worth mentioning to you guys. The reason I'm bringing this video is that this is what happens to right-wing nut people. That take a look at this video from Ted Cruz, who has decided he now wants to represent because, what's his name? Rudy Giuliani has got coronavirus, surprise, surprise. So he's in hospital. So Ted Cruz has taken up the fight. But look at what he said about Trump 4 years ago. Take a look.
President Trump called on a lawyer to argue the case, and he went with this guy.
I'm going to tell you what I really think of Donald Trump. This man is a pathological liar. He doesn't know the difference between truth and lies. He lies practically every word that comes out of his mouth. And in a pattern that I think is straight out of a psychology textbook. His response is to accuse everybody else of lying. He accuses everybody on that debate stage of lying. And it's simply a mindless yell. Whatever he does, he accuses everyone else of doing. The man cannot tell the truth, but he combines it with being a narcissist. A narcissist at a level I don't think this country's ever seen. Donald Trump is such a narcissist that Barack Obama looks at him and goes, dude, what's your problem? Everything in Donald's world is about Donald. And he combines being a pathological liar. And I say pathological because I actually think Donald, if you hooked him up to a lie detector test, he could say one thing in the morning, one thing at noon, and one thing in the evening, all contradictory, and he'd pass the lie detector test each time. Whatever lie he's telling at that minute, he believes it. But the man is utterly amoral.
Senator Ted Cruz of 2016, clearly in a different place than the Ted Cruz we know now in 2020.
Welcome back, guys. We're at the end of the show now. This is, I mean, those of you who, what can I say? Like, where is the shame of these Republicans? It's kind of sad to see. Like, anyway, listen. Have a fabulous weekend, everyone. Have a fab weekend. It's 2 weeks before Christmas. Exactly 2 weeks today, we'd all be at home eating and getting fat and having to think about exercising over the next week coming after that. So I'll see you all on Monday, okay, on the other side of the weekend. Take care and have a blessed weekend. See you all soon. Bye-bye.